It's the annual battle for the Gannon Cup, the 60th anniversary of the Irish boat race between Trinity and UCD. It's a trophy named after Kieran Gannon, a Clongowes Wood boy whose UCD team were unbeaten in 1938 and 39, but who lost his life in Burma in World War II, where he was working as a British Army doctor. It's a competition which so many decades on still means a lot to those who compete.
I think it's just so historic, the rivalry between UCD and Trinity, and just the fact that it's in town, you know, starting at Common Bridge, it's a bit kind of overwhelming when you're there. I think that's what makes it such a hyped up event.
There's such a sense of tradition there, you know, the club's, it's founded in 1836 and it has that history, and when you go into the boathouse, one of the first things you notice is the pictures of the crews from years past, and there is a sense of pride there.
I started as a junior and I rowed for commercial, but I live quite close, so I live just down the road from the boat clubs, and I just used to see it every day, and I kind of wondered about it, and then there was a few people in school who did it, so I joined then. I haven't looked back.
You know, we've been well prepared by our coach for sort of anything that might come up, and we're confident but not complacent, so we know that this is going to be a tough race, especially, as I said, with the conditions. So our plan is to go off quite hard, keep the boat speed, you know, into the headwind and not let it die, and try and, you know, my job is to take the best line I can, you know, through the arches and just sort of keep that crew going, keep the power down, not let it slip.
Well, there's slight advantage to be gained at different parts of the course depending on which side of the river you get. Our preference is to get into the north station, which gives us an advantage at the start, and our aim is to really go off hard at the start and really lead Trinity from the start, put them under pressure and hopefully rattle them a little bit and lead them to the finish.
Huge crowds out as always for the four races. The women's novice race won by Trinity in the black in a narrow finish. The men's novice race going to UCD for the second year in a row. A tight finish to the women's race. UCD in the light blue at the bottom of your screen going in as favourites and using their extra experience well. Though neck and neck for a lot of the race, UCD would edge it by 3/4 of a length, retaining the Corcoran Cup. The relief plainly obvious for all to see. So here's the men's race underway. UCD in the North Station. They're the holders, having won it 23 times. They've got David Tanner on stroke, 7 Richard Skelly, 6 Tom Duggan the captain, 5 Tom Doyle, 4 Damir Razidovic, 3 is Micheál O'Keefe, 2 is Rob Hanratty, and on bow is Ollie Burke. Their cox is Patrick Wall. Trinity are in the South Station. They've got the slight disadvantage. There's always a big advantage if you're on the North Station, and UCD going under the Millennium Bridge have got that on this occasion. Trinity have got on stroke Owen Kerlin, 7 is Joseph Calnan, 6 Edward Ruff Sylvester, 5 is Rory Horner, 4 Robert Swift, 3 Owen McDonnell, 2 is Gavin Doherty, and the bowman is David Cummins with their cox Gabriel McGee. A slight advantage for Trinity as they pass towards the forecourts in the halfway section of this race. 1 dead heat out of the previous 57. And Trinity have got the upper hand in terms of victories overall. Just a couple of bridges to go in this 2007 boat race as they slide towards 600 metres to go. UCD beginning to fight back. They've got huge support. UCD with the slight lead. Trinity, though, trying to fight back, who've done so well during the Heads of the River races so far in the 2007 season. UCD with Patrick Wall on cox, but they are going to be beaten because Trinity will have victory on this occasion rather comfortably as they take the Irish boat race for the Gannon Cup for a 34th time.